Dude, Outlasting for fun is below 50%. That game was just god awful. 7-2. Outlast is probably the worst team in AL right now. Honestly, I think a T2 team could beat them. Put Mingo, Lou Letters, J Guns, Franklin. I'm pretty sure they could be Outlast. That team is god awful. Kirito! Yo, who was that? I mess with that guy heavy. No, they sponsored by Razer or something? Holy. I guess they got kicked out of the 100 Thieves headquarters because they've been playing so bad. Oh, they're playing Border, dude. I feel like this is one of Shopify Rebellion's best maps. Exploit's obviously going to be holding servers. And you pretty much know how that goes. They're not going to be able to enter the map. Let's see how it goes. Kason and 100 Thieves with my boy Hot and Cold, one of my favorite IGLs, versus Canadian. And Shopify, a team I have counted out a lot of the time, but they proved me wrong at Salt Lake City Major. And I am assuming they are going to prove me right today because I am predicting them to win this 7-3. I don't really see Hot and Cold having much of a chance in this. I do think they are still a young, new team that I think over time and just getting games in, going through this like kickoff phase to the NAL major, going into the final R6 major before SI. I think they will probably do better, but I don't know if they make or qualify for playoffs, but we'll see.
1 and number 10, the best and the worst in the league. So Mint was right at the end there. You know, 100 Thieves are very good at getting that opening pick, getting that early advantage, but they have to be better at closing it out. They have to play with advantages a little bit cleaner than what we saw from them back in the first week. The second and only other stat which Shopify Rebellion are the best stat in the league is defense win rate, 71%. Canadian. They highlighted on the desk. That's another one where 100 Thieves have been a little bit behind the curve.
Defense which could be very impactful.
Been looking too sharp, and with them starting on the defense side in particular here on Border, they're going to be really facing some tough competition. The desk was looking for a snake ban. We do get it. We'll pair it with a Ying, leaving the Monty wide open for Canadian.
Ace Paragon
providing
goes
the Canadian
hard.
wants to play.
I can't lie. I'm not a fan of the gun skin, but it does go hard.
On every single map and on every single site.
He does on this map, though.
Yes, of course. You might have noticed things are a little different for Richie. Right there on your screen a moment ago, Rexon is in Toronto playing at the Shopify offices, so he, Spoit, and Canadian will all be playing within, I think, arm's reach of each other. Admittedly, I
didn't know Shopify Rebellion's headquarters was in Canada.
100 Thieves obviously spread out all over, playing from their various places. I think Gomez and Spirits live together, if memory serves correctly, but the rest of them are
on they were all at the 100 Thieves headquarters. They got kicked out for playing like booty cheats.
It'll be it's nice to see these teams embracing team houses and
Canadian on the mountain. Not really surprised there. I'm assuming it will get banned on the third ban unless Dokkaebi is annoying with Candy, which I do see it being.
Windsor, if memory serves correctly.
Wall denial,
because I
obviously for
it's a visa thing.
Kason, can he mimic his boy Mingo and do damage with the TCSG?
Memory serves correctly that Richie will not be playing.
Honestly, that's the one thing I wish I did get during the event was this attachment skin. It's probably the cleanest pink attachment skin that you could probably get.
Over in Breaker.
Great Killer Cam on his signature Nomad. He loves this operator on Border. Will start to apply pressure onto this security player. It's going to be Adam with the DMR on Two-Brow playing this position. He will have quite the task playing aggressive on this position.
Can't swing that again.
The air jab, Adam will. So
I do have the head holes in Armory, so we'll
this time around,
have some assistance holding it.
Can't really do much else. On the tube, maybe
Canadian taking top east, one smoke canister going off, and Ella out of pocket.
So Canadian starts to make his
a lot of intel going to waste in the first minute. Canadian's about to die already.
Shield off, and no, he just gets
wow,
out of the way
what?
As that
I thought he was actually dead.
Lands directly in front of him.
How many smoke canisters? They have no more smoke canisters. A minute 50 left.
I think you could pretty commonly say here the two best
Possibly
IGLs in NA history will collide. Starfine Spirits, as he'd flushed him out of that position down in lobby, playing just below the stairs. That'll free things up.
Heat on the rotate into office on the triple wall.
Silhouette not too
Oh,
far
never
down.
mind. Case on dead.
Another Surf was highlighted by the desk before we got into this matchup, and he's immediately showing his prowess.
They're fighting.
There's Ella's phone.
Space, Parker. They've already lost 2 bodies.
Only 2 players could be called.
Aggressive.
Oh my god, Ambi with the
He's
kill.
The first to fall out of those 2. Leech just Adam.
Honestly, just call them to death.
2v5, an impossible situation.
C4.
Nitro goes out in desperation, but it misses.
Oh my god, Adam.
Ambi 2v4, maybe winnable.
These guys are both one shot. This is over.
Side of the map, he'll have to do it all now.
And he's in his fire. He's in his
To
fire.
take out Canadian.
He's
That's
literally
not exactly
won.
what you want to see. Might this have given an opening for Adam?
Oh, he's gonna get the rest off. They're at a total of 21 health.
Bleeding out, but down
1 bullet kills
out, and now a
literally both of them.
for 100 Thieves, both of them
Oh,
on very
Obsidian,
low
love the
HP.
Obsidian.
So hard to imagine them winning it,
hot
but I
and
mean they're starting to
cold.
put this together, and Adam can
This is
quarterback such a
winnable. I don't like it, but it is
long-range
winnable.
30 seconds remain. Rexon and Spoit, the last 2 standing for SR, neither with the kill at this point in time. Soto canister goes down. Hatches opened up, so a drop can come in.
Rexon is
Thieves.
1 shot
Still
from
time
that
for Shopify
DMR.
Rebellion to get on the drones. Bomb site largely clear. They just need to deal with Adam
Dude,
all
no
the way back
way.
inside of Armory. Spoit's looking for the cross, but Adam is tucked in, locked in. Hot and Cold can ascend the stairs to help whenever he wants. It's a very advantageous angle for Adam.
saw
He leaves it
him.
to Rexon, and Spoit will take care of what remains.
Adam was moving too much. I think if he just stood still for a second,
almost slipped through their
I think you would have been
fingers.
able to see him and get the kill, and they would have won
Yeah,
the
Troy
round.
not happy about that one. I wouldn't be either. That was way too close for comfort. SR still takes round 1.
Laugh it off. You know, it's the first round here in this game. A tough
That
one
was
versus
actually
100
nuts. Surf
Thieves.
went
The SoCal
nuclear with
boys,
the
Hot
first
and
2
Cold and
opening
Adam
entry
nearly make a
kills.
disaster of that 2v5.
Hot
But
Cold's
ultimately,
looking us
the
dead in the
Rebellion
face.
are good enough to close it out. An unfortunate team kill in the midst of that. Canadian was on
7-3,
such low
I'm still
HP because
confident.
of all
We'll
the
see how
damage
the
that
rest
Hot
of the
and
game
Cold did to
goes.
him with those toxic babes early in the round when he was trying to take East Stairs control. But for the Rebellion, always focused in that push, Parker, always aware of what their objectives were. They took East, they pressured in towards break room, they got those players controlling inside of office. Once they had that map control, able to focus in on that plant, I think just really the HP being so low from Hot and Adam made that 2v2 in the final moments really difficult. So nice attempts to come through to clutch that one up, but ultimately not going to be good enough in the end. And the Rebels, who have
And we
been
start
on a
round
3-game
2
winning streak
here.
on
The
Border. We'll
Solus
start with
obviously
their
going to be
first round as
playing,
well.
I would assume,
Yeah, I think it's a good time to really
upstairs.
highlight what we're looking at in
Workshop,
terms of the NAL standings.
ventilation as the next bomb
But this
site.
one being its own is
Curious to see if they go all
Shopify
4
Rebellion
bomb
and Dark
sites,
Zero
or if the
are
next bomb site they
only
just
teams
go
with perfect record so
bathroom
far.
and
That's
office.
3 regulation wins in the 3 matches that they've played. M80 is right
Always love
behind
to
them.
see a
I don't wanna say
customs
knocking at the door. They're
hold.
halfway through the door at this point in time. M80 sitting at 8 points. They did ultimately
I
go
feel like
to
this is what Adam
overtime.
should have played in the
That's
first
only real
round.
difference. It was still a victory for them. Everybody else
Is a
a
Thorn help you
full
hold
win worth of
security?
points below
That
them.
Nomad
So
charge
you have to imagine there
that
will be
Spoit
no
shoots
movement in
off
the top 3
becomes a little less
whatsoever. These
impactful.
teams are not playing each other right now. Obviously, Shopify Rebellion currently got their hands full. DC and
A lot of
Wildcard will have some
intel
pretty interesting
flank watch
implications.
ops
It'll be
with
our final matchup of the day. If Wildcard wins
Dokkaebi
that,
and
they
Deimos.
will retake 4th place that they lost to Space Station earlier on. I think For Fun has actually claimed that spot now. And again,
Yeah, but not
just a
the
reminder for
not the
everybody, we are still
Ella
very early into this stage. So there
Thorn
will be lots of
combo,
movement
dude.
in the
Razor
standings
Bloom,
today and
Charisma.
tomorrow. So don't expect teams to start panicking just yet.
SR a 3-game winning streak on the
Oh, he's
stage
right
and
below him.
also
He's-
here on the map of
No
Border,
way,
beating
Canadian.
teams on this map, including Dark Zero and Cloud9 earlier in the season. Lots of pressure onto Spirits.
Dude,
Gets
is
a shot
Canadian a
Case
bot?
actually
What is
from
he
offices up
doing?
behind the shield, who will shut down Canadian.
What is he
Said he plays
doing?
Monty on all 3 sites here on Border, and he continues that trend, but not a lot of success so far. Early damage now
You know,
onto the young
maybe they
gunner, but he
don't
gets
ban it.
support from Gomez. Really good team play from 100 Thieves, Parker, playing around these
Holy.
East stairs and playing with their food.
I mean, I know
Oh my
that
God,
the
Amy
experts
just
talk
catches
about
hot
the
and cold.
3-pointed spear, but it really
Impact
is a 4-pointed
rotating.
spear
Bomb is stuck on East stairs. This is going to be a fight for East stairs. Someone's down. Someone's down.
He manages to down Rex.
Okay, they got the kill.
Gomez has been the hero so far of this round.
Oh, wait. Oh, my God. The trades is nonstop. Spoit, one's down. It's a 2v2.
Technically a 1v2. His Spirits is bleeding out.
Because he's not going to get that res, yeah, see?
And finished off by the Swede from above.
They're not getting that res off.
1 minute to go. Willie could win this, but Adam and Gomez are no slouches, and Adam very nearly came away with a win in the previous round.
She just shot.
Does history randomly. Does Spoit win again, or does 100 Thieves fix the mistakes we saw last round?
45 seconds, still a lot of time, but
Twisted Minds at the major,
2 full health players with a shotgun and
another
1v3 unknowing if there's any razor blooms with a C4.
Very low time. Parker, he's
don't see him winning this.
Which will waste even
Obviously,
more.
this
If Gomez
is
and Adam
nuclear,
are smart,
but
they should just set up a crossfire here. Don't let Spoit into the bomb site.
Probably prepping for round 3. Canadian is absolutely lost on this map.
Playing time really
know somebody's playing below.
Cursory pre-fires
gets C forward and just gives his back to triple wall.
Down and it's a really easy swing.
Oh my God.
Misses out on Adam, who scoots by. Spoit's just running out of time. They've still got one more in reserve if Adam fails. Adam will not. A nice cleanup from 100 Thieves. Playing the clock so well, and they tie the game.
Uncold always drinking something,
yeah, really nice there. I mean, you mentioned it, Parker. They're not playing together, which is a little bit scary in a 2v1, but the reason they play separate is because they know time is low, and they know Spoit has to get that defuse kit on the ground. 2 long, drawn-out 1v1s, exactly what they needed to win that one out. So nice defense coming out from 100 Thieves. It starts with this coordination up towards top east stairs. You've got Spirits running down the stairs.
They held east stairs.
Top of the stairs. You've got Gomez in the hallway as well. I don't know if our newest analyst here on the North America League desk, Mint, takes requests, but that's a great round that I'd love to see from like a top-down POV, because it really felt like there was no safe way to look from the Rebellion. Canadian walks in on the Monty, but because there are players on all sides, there's just no real safe place for him to push. Love the coordination, love the positioning from 100 Thieves in that round, and they'll tie the game at 1.
No way you're already making requests of a guy who's worked maybe 3 hours in his T1 debut. Hey, Mint, by the way, I know that you just landed in Copenhagen and are probably getting rocked by jet lag, flying all the way from the west coast of America. And I know that
let's see how this goes. Canadian, obviously, on the not on the Montana again. Got to give him a gun, because him just walking in aimlessly in the east, no drones, nobody's looking at triple wall, no one under east stairs. Like, I don't know what they're doing with that.
So I mean, trying to learn
the one thing I don't like about Shopify that they tend to do, they get a little too reliant on Ambi. Spoit, obviously Surf or Rexen, obviously it's one of the 3. But typically, it's usually Rexen is filling out that role.
Maybe he has more experience there, but either way, really phenomenal round by both of these teams.
Adam again back on the 2. Did they go customs? Oh no, they didn't. They went back upstairs.
Since Salt Lake City onward, yeah, they're going to be the clear favorites here. But
Hot and Cold roaming is very interesting. He's about to get droned out. Oh no, he's not.
Back to their days last year, where they were a team that on paper could do well, but ultimately couldn't put it together in the server. 100 Thieves is definitely a team that is...
He didn't get droned out. I wonder if he actually... if someone pushed down in customs.
With their winning ways, because even the smallest regression and the Thieves might be able to get something out of it.
Early damage on Ambi down below.
Surf on the shield instead. Interesting. Canadian's probably just going to be on that. Oh.
Gomez finds that opening frag, shutting down the entry player.
Oh, Hot and Cold rotated out of here. Oh, Canadian gets a kill. They're going to win the round. Canadian gets a kill, they win the round. Oh, here it goes. It's falling apart here.
Through the building, finding so much space.
Falling apart here. 4v2 case on. Can you show something? Rexen, they're gonna sandwich him. He's top east. He's on top square. Oh, this is over. Yeah. Jason's just by top metal. Yo, hit your shots, kid. Looking like me out there. Oh my God.
I mean, hey, a 3K in that round for the Swede. He's obviously happy about that one.
You let Canadian get a kill on attack. A round is going to Shopify every day.
So I do find it very funny that there might be people in the Shopify offices hearing a guy shouting about distant opponents. Either way, good round for Shopify Rebellion. And I mean, if this keeps up, I know I said it during the Outlast 4 fun game and I was wrong, Jesse, but if this keeps up, this one could be a grueling matchup between 2 teams that are far more evenly balanced than we thought.
Yeah, it's been a fun game so far, no doubt about that. Op ban's coming through. It will be the Dokkaebi removed, so that's the one operator that Canadian did not play, did play other than the Shield, I should say. It was Ambi piloting the Dokkaebi for the first 2 rounds, so it's just become bannable in ranked as of yesterday, actually, the Dokkaebi, or a couple days ago, 2 days ago, Tuesday. It's always been bannable here in professional play, and they will remove it now up against the Rebels. So forcing them on some different information-seeking operators. Again, I do think the shield presence is something to focus on for SR, because after the first 2 rounds where the Monty really did not work well for Canadian, he chose to pivot, and he threw Surf onto the shield. Not a new role.
Do agree with what Surf says here, talking about Canadian on the shield. You ban the Dokkaebi, which is more annoying with the phone calls, taking the damage, possibly dying, or even securing a death on a downed enemy. Especially how Canadian's been playing Montaigne, very unimpactful and kind of just giving his life both rounds. So,
a little bit of concern here in this matchup.
I feel like banning the Dokkaebi is a good call. I don't know who else you would ban there. You could ban the Glass, I could see that. A Nomad. Because you have the Gridlock, but Gridlock I still don't feel like it is still better than Nomad. But you leave Canadian on the Montaigne, who's been unimpactful besides the 1 round he plays. Dokkaebi, he gets 1 kill and 3 assists, so...
In the hell is actually going on.
Where the hell was Ambi?
See if they can fix it for this round. 100 Thieves of the opening pick. Down goes Ambi in the first 30 seconds.
Oh, they're rush planning. Oh, he's dead. Oh, he's not dead. Oh my god.
The Swedes sitting next to Canadian in real life, but doing the same inside the server. Canadian dies, but the damage is done.
No way they just a rush plant works in Pro League. Kaysen with the worst C4 known to man.
This is a winnable position for 100 Thieves. Not all hope is lost, but they need to play it pretty much perfectly, and they've got to get through.
The only way it's winnable is if Spoit dies.
Sitting over top of that case. A run out now.
Oh my god, running out all the way over there, top east. Claymore's got. Oh my god.
Really effectively. Spoit the swing, finds 2 on a nice collat. Adams
they win this.
Rexton finds 1, and the last will go down to Rexton as well.
Oh my god.
A gambit pays off, and the Rebellion stretch their lead.
What a beautiful little rush that was, Parker. It comes in 4v5 as well. Because
I feel like, yeah, 4v5 is a good call out by Jesse. 4v5 rush plant works out in their favor. I feel like the only time you ever see Glaz, for the most part, is a rush plant.
I want to give huge credit to Rexton in.
Anytime you see, if they're playing top 4, you take that window. You rush plant with the Montaigne there. You can obviously rush plant on bathroom there. I'm surprised they don't have a thorn on the window, barbed wire, anything for that jump in. I think that's a good call with the by Canadian to do the rush plant. They have not played that bomb site. It's a 2-1. It's their 4th map, or their 4th site pick, so they're not going back there again, obviously, and they've been getting dominated on the 2nd floor site, so the only site that's been working for them is customs, so I potentially see them going back there with a pretty much similar setup. I don't know if they push east again like they did. I would probably push maybe security and take that and get Canadian in there with more safety, and not just in a hallway where he could just be shot from literally multiple angles from below, from the triple wall. Let's see. But 7-3 still looking good, guys.
Combination, especially when you were playing on a tough roll in the final moments of rounds. So you've got a great player like Surf in reserve. He is tremendous.
Interesting. They finally bring a Clash. Don't know if a Clash is super impactful here, where this Clash is going to play.
It was a bit of a mismatch. Having Spoit on that role, Jesse, did not make a ton of sense. They have freed him, and both of these players are now, I don't want to say better, because Surf's numbers have obviously gone down, but I think he is playing an immensely impactful amount of Siege on that specific role.
That is definitely true. Surf's numbers have gone down, but Spoit's numbers have shot up
since
lifeline
for 100 Thieves, though,
they've either switched roles or just opened up Spoit's role a little bit more. He's playing more operators that he wants to play and he's more comfortable with.
Spirit's an incredible shield player as well. It's kind of crazy. There are
Interesting.
3 Canadian pro players in our league, Parker, and all 3 of them are Shield mains. I don't know if what that says about our country, but it's nothing good, I can tell you that.
I mean, here, Shields are the goalies, I would argue. And Canada historically known for how good our goalies are. Not recently.
Not recent.
That's
No.
not recently, but historically. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not really a fan of that.
Rexon gets
what?
his rolls done as expected. Finally
It's so
gets those
interesting that
counters
we
out
see
to try
this
to
wall
open up this
reinforced and
defense
it's
position.
being
Again,
being
this was
open
really the problem point
because
for the
nobody
Rebellion
ever
when they
opens
last
up that
attacked
in
on
ranked.
this
It's never
site. It was
something
the
that
trio
people are
of
like, oh, we gotta
Gomez,
open this
Kaysen,
up.
and Adam fragging out around this part of the map. Now it's given up relatively for free. It's a lot cleaner. They'll
Clash
spot the
is just
Clash
gonna
on
be
the
roaming
drone, so
around
they'll know
up
that that
top.
one is coming. But I think with all the util they're bringing on the Rebellion, no shields this time, but Selmas and Capital bolts and drones from Ambi, they've got really good opportunities to force these players
This is where I
back
want to
and
see them
take this space
take
without
some
going
security
into direct
control.
fights.
You gotta push out this Clash a little bit and push them back, which they have. Some Two Brow drops off.
Last
Two
2
Brow.
rounds,
Who was
100
that?
Thieves have struck
Was that Hot and
first.
Cold?
Ambi the target both times. Neither of them successfully converted. Those numbers that were
They're
highlighted
still
during the
outside
desk
for
and
the
were
most
talked
part.
about
Most
by
of these
you as
players.
well. Not really improving here. 100 Thieves only has, or 100
A
Thieves
minute
have
left is
3
not
of
giving
the
you a lot
4
of time
first
here. No
bloods at
entry
this point
picks
in
on
time,
either
only a
side.
single
Hot and
round
Cold
to
obviously
show for it.
one shot by a
The
DMR.
same issues that have been falling on the heads of this team are happening yet again.
That's a great point. Low defensive win rate so far. That's continuing. Low
They're trying to
conversion
open
so
this
far,
wall up?
That's continuing. So the numbers, they don't lie. At least not in this matchup. Here's
Hot
the
and Cold
opening
is
pick, though.
absolutely
Hot and Cold will
slam
get one.
serve.
It's something, but so far that's not been
Finally
enough.
gets the
They
entry
have to
kill.
be
He's
able to
still
collide
one
that
shot.
into more frags if they want to win this round.
I mean, it's
They only have one. I guess they have 2 characters to really.
They'll position Spirits very aggressively on the door, and there's nobody to contest him at the moment. Nitro
Oh
Storm will
my
go out,
God,
collects
Ambi just
Kaysen. Hot and Cold
dogged
finds his second.
him.
It's IGL and IGL crime as Canadian dies.
Yeah,
and suddenly
3-2
SR
here.
is just 2 players. Out
Oh,
goes
I
Gomez
thought he
to
killed the
Ambi.
Clash. Oh my God.
This Clash still upright. Spirits
Oh
has
my
failed to
God. Wait, where was the
defend and
warden behind? I don't even
protect
see
2 of
him.
his teammates, and it's given SR a bit of an opening. Rexon takes Hot and Cold.
No
down.
way
There he
Rexon just
goes
drops
to
on
get the
Hot and
case.
Cold like that.
If Spirits doesn't drop that shield, it's all up to Adam. And Spirits taking a
Are they gonna win
herd
this?
of damage, a lot of fire in
Oh,
front
no,
of
he
Adam.
dropped,
The
he
drop,
dropped,
no
he dropped.
coverage from Ambi. What can he do? He runs out of time. The
Dude.
clock ultimately giving it to 100 Thieves. That was a grueling fight. And if that had gone bad, you best know Spirits would have been in the
what?
crosshairs. For us, the desk, and the community. 100 Thieves wins their 2nd round. The gap between these 2 teams just a
Dude, if they get that bomb plan
Some
off,
brilliant shots being showed out by Ambi, but unfortunately, I mean, his team just falling a
I
little
think
bit.
they win that
Parker. And
round if they
I'm
get
gonna
that bomb
actually
plan
defend
off.
the Clash play a little bit from Spirits there, because that was really an impossible situation for the Clash to protect everyone, because Shopify Rebellion were pushing.
well, protect everyone. They're just running at him. What is the point of running at Ambi, who is literally just a gunner? Like, you're just throwing bodies. You're Warden with a shotgun SMG-12. Play close, play tight. Play on vent window down there. Like, I don't understand like what the whole point is.
So much damage, but ultimately, as long as the Clash is alive, you're not going to be able to win that one.
I guess like the Warden pick is good for Surf, but I haven't seen one since play at all. Like, the only time he was actually beneficial was on the Rush plant, and I don't even think they brought a Warden.
Upon Shopify Rebellion, not allowing them much to get in the building, you have to go all the way back to
Kaysen
round
still
number 1,
still continues to
where
struggle
Shopify
in Pro
Rebellion
League.
held a numbers
He's still a
advantage
rookie,
for
so
the
like
majority
still has a
of the
long
round.
time
Beyond that,
in the
it's
league and
100
obviously plenty of
Thieves
chances.
doing a
Yo,
terrific
Jay,
job for about the first
shout out
minute
JayCare and
and
Pro
40
League, bro.
seconds. And this has been really the story. You even said it last round. Bad on the
Yo, we're
defensive
still
half,
setting up site,
bad
man. Yo,
conversion rates. These
guy
problems
can't
are
make a
not
rotate.
getting solved by 100 Thieves. Now, I mean,
I can't make a
I think
rotate.
anybody, you know, even those that lack vision can turn around
45
and say
seconds.
this
You guys gotta have
100
sight
is
set
better
up.
than the kickoff iteration we saw. That said, as we
I want to see that
mentioned,
that
lots of
G2
teams have
nade
said again
possibly
about
happen
Outlast.
again.
Every
That was
team looks like they've made
nutty
improvements since Salt Lake City, or even
when they
beyond
did that in
that. 100
SLC.
Thieves has made quite a few. But if every team
First
is
time bringing
improving, your
Grim.
improvement needs to be better than theirs. 100 Thieves so far has been
He heard the
enough to get
C4
them out of
rip.
the
It's
basement, but not enough for them to be the best. And right now they're trying to beat some of the best. Gomez the first kill.
Where is Warden?
Adam and Ambi will trade each other out. Hot and Cold now on the board. Again, a great start for 100 Thieves.
Boy is just
But Sport is
absolutely
trying to keep these numbers
dragging.
close. He's arm in arm with
Oh, the
Sork.
sense?
This is a
Let's
quick
have
one. Still
Warden
over
in
half the round to go, and Casey wants us to
security.
go to halftime as soon as possible. Spoit with 9 kills, looking to break double digits.
Might be a lot closer than I thought.
Miss bomb chassis. Spoit in the B bomb site, getting defuse kit down. Nobody within striking distance. Spoit off of the spot. Gomez the final kill. And
As much as I shit on the Warden, he gets a kill. He gets the kill that they need.
Jesse, they've tied the game.
All right, we're gonna go into halftime. Take a little break.
Well, we are all tied up just like that. And, you know, Parker, Jesse, you asked for it, so we figured why not deliver? Laxing, talk us through that second round.
Yeah, the second round was really well put. I mean, Jesse already broke it down. I mean, he may as well have been on the telestration for it. But, I mean, this was a really good round. It really started with the Monty being killed on the stairs. I mean, this was a big call to be made. Monty's down. That now alleviates the pressure for the side of West Main. They now can push through, and I mean, East Main. And then from here, you can clearly see Spirits is getting the information that they're still trying to take East. You have a player coming from break. You have a player coming to the hallway to go for the assist. And this is the exact trades that we needed to see from the 100 Thieves. This is the teamwork that we were seeing towards the very end. Now, that round 5 definitely got dicey. Ambi almost pulled that off. That was almost a round that went into their favor. But I think that was really the catalyst round for this team to realize, okay, we can win if we play together. If we play the trade game properly, we play our positions, we assist one another, we can easily fight this Rebellion at the forefront. And that's exactly what they were doing throughout the rest of the defense, and they ended on a 3-3 half. So I really got to give them the credit that they did persevere and really brought it to the Rebellion.
And give you credit too for breaking that down. That was good. I'm sorry, Jesse. I have not learned the telestration yet. We are not.
We're gonna get him there. We're gonna get him there.
We'll get there. But that half was exactly what I wanted to see from 100 Thieves. Again, like just to build on to that point. They have not been converting. They finally converted. Me and Lax, again, we were watching that round 5 where they almost threw with Spirits with the clash, and we're sending 2 players outside to kill Ambi, and I'm like, please, anybody but Ambi, let's stop
That's
trying
how
to
much
power.
of a threat he is. You gotta send everyone at him.
We got to send everyone. He's got an F2. Let's not do that. But they were able to come back, and it's now a 3-3 defensive half. I was a little scared after seeing the first round because they weren't trading each other, but again, in that second round, they were actually able to get the trades. And for the attack side, I'm looking forward to them attacking. I feel like they have been a pretty decent attacking team so far through the stage. And again, it's also going to be about converting the man advantages on attack as well, because they also have more advantages, I believe, than any other team across the NAL. Yeah. They have, I believe it's like 28 opening engage or whatever the engagements. I need to see them close that out as well. But Shopify, it's going to be a tough task.
It is definitely going to be a hard road, as we said, for 100 Thieves. SR, I mean, they're looking good, but this one is a close game.
I knew they were going to get rid of the Ying.
The Ying is gone.
I think they're ignoring the shields, like I said. I think they're forgetting about Spirits, and they're going to let him play the shields. They're just going to get rid of the annoying, the cheese stuff, the glass, the Ying.
Glass. Ooh.
Oh, solid snake. All right, makes sense.
Solid ban.
It works.
So, yeah, no, I think this is a great strategy from the side of the Rebellion. I think it's a great strategy from the side of 100 Thieves. Honestly, again, I'm expecting the exact same result from both these teams. Very early aggression.
So interesting ban, see a zombie clash. Obviously, the Ying Snake is pretty much similar to what 100 Thieves banned. Always interesting to see such a similar defender lineups.
And just very quickly was going to go. You said Mint wants to go on the
It's also crazy to see how many year 1 operators and like default operators are still impactful and useful still to this day.
Closeout rounds that they should be winning. This has been their
Like
biggest problem so
bomb,
far,
like
but
bomb
they
plant
managed to
denial. You
find a
have
couple of
smoke
rounds
into
there to line things back up. It was
Year
looking
1
desperate.
operators. You have
3-1 down to SR, but
wall
now they've
denial
given
and
themselves a bit of a
mute
lifeline.
and
You move to the
bandits
attack on
still
board. This is your
impactful.
better side
Obviously,
for 100 Thieves. You have to
mute
imagine
with
this is their
the
opportunity to
Dokkaebi
strike.
calls more impactful now if you stand on it.
Everything that goes with it looking
Never see
significantly
Jaeger
better.
anymore. That's
5 of the
always going to
6
hurt my
rounds
heart.
that have been completed. 100 Thieves cracked
Even with his
the
buff
opening
with
pick,
the
and, well, would you
Kappa
believe it?
Taus.
Everybody except for Spirits has
Probably
been
more for like the
responsible
nomad
for
charges
the
and stuff
successful
like that.
opening duel. I say successful because Spirits was technically involved in an opening duel. He died, so obviously not where you want to be.
That's crazy your drone is he gets that messed up just from
Shopify Rebellion
the
were
mute
able
being
to
a
gain
whole
the
floor
smallest
above.
foothold at the beginning of the round. How does 100 Thieves tackle this attack? Well, they're bringing a lineup that is
You guys ever just like look at the player pictures of the people playing and be like, is that what it looked like when I play? Because it is. It for sure is.
So he will be missed, but you got Dokkaebi, you got Deimos, and you got Lion.
Sometimes I twitch and I jump.
You have.
When I'm playing like a
This
jump
attacking
scare.
side has often
And
been
this
where
is
we've
not even a
seen
horror
Under
game.
Thieves start to come to life. I think, in particular, we've seen Kaysen really have some huge impact on the offense side, despite struggling on defense. He's on the Nomad.
I like the
Stepping right
Blackbeard
into
pick
Spoil's
compared to the
role here on
Montaigne.
offensive
Gives
side
you a
behind
gun
Thieves,
and
so
like a
gonna be interesting to
little.
see how
It
he
gives
can
you
try to
some
combine
util
with
that's
the shield
actually
player
useful, like
spirits
the
to take
grenades.
this space over towards East is again going to be the focal point. Canadians here on the
Canadian,
smoke to try
what
to
are you
slow them
doing?
down. Canadian loves playing aggressive on border with these toxic babes, but he has to be good in the early
Oh
game.
my god! Canadian pop off! The shield goes down. I feel like both teams didn't ban the shields, and I feel like it's not super impactful. Oh my god, are they gonna prove me wrong? It's ready 4-3. 4-3. My game prediction is
very familiar territory with
terrible.
the way these rounds have shaped out. He is yet to clutch up on his own. He needed Rexen with him last time around. What do the gods of fate have in store for the Swede with just about a minute left in this round? He's got to isolate these.
It is always interesting to see that they always keep a pocket Ella just for the shields, because you know they're bringing a shield.
Creeping up, but he has to be worried about the third player unaccounted for. Sitting his body next to a singular doorway, and Hot and Cold gets the final
Dokkaebi's gonna be banned. But like, what is more impactful? Like the solid snake,
Play it on the push, Parker. They
or
do
the
exactly what
Dokkaebi?
they need to, making
Or you
chaos
just ban
happen around
Dokkaebi's
East
snake
Stairs. You'll
off
see
the
this
rip.
time and time again from
Like
top
King
pro-level
obviously
teams
super
where they're
powerful,
really
but
just focused on fighting for that space.
you have the Warden. That's
Definitely
what
the best spot on
you're
the
bringing
map
it for. You're
attackers
bringing it
to
for
try to enter
King,
through, especially with the
Glaz,
shield. The
Sens.
Rebellion, they really try to fight for it. They've got the smoke there from Canadian, but it
Yeah,
just
she
gets a
gets
little bit
stunned
messy with
every
those
once in a
kills
while,
going
but
back
if
and forth and not really favoring them.
I feel like you
It
could
was
bring
a little
somebody
over
better
2
than
years ago
Warden.
when a young 18-year-old
If you're
got
bringing
drafted
a
into the
mute
North American League on his
and a
birthday.
smoke.
He
You
donned
have
a
3
Sonics
shotguns.
jersey and played his
There's
first
some
professional
type
match
of
just
long
4
range
days after
engagement on this
turning
map. You can't
18.
just bring shotguns.
Ambi is now known as
And just
one
leave
of the best entry
Ella
fighters in the entire world
and
2 years later.
Lamide have just
Kaysen has kind of
an
been on a similar
MP5
journey, Parker.
and
He's
a Scorpion.
right after turning 18 years old, been drafted into 100 Thieves. He's had maybe a bit of a slower start through the first week, but I think he's really starting to come alive. And you see the path that was blazed for him by
I love the
Ambi,
passion.
one of these young
Love the
18-year-olds who
passion.
jumps in the league and who tries to make their name known as an aggressive entry fragger. He really was able to show up in that first attacking round here on
Yo,
border,
Fury
find a
terrible,
couple
dude.
critical
Get that skin
frags,
off my map.
start
Off
working
my
100 Thieves
map.
back into a position where
Off
they
my
can
screen.
realistically beat the Rebellion.
And my map.
When I was looking at this matchup on paper, I was like, I think out of all the teams at the top, that 100 Thieves would have the best opportunity to knock off.
Yeah, I don't really know how I feel.
It
Like,
just
yes,
has to
you
be
have 2
Shopify
SMG
Rebellion.
11s, SMG 12.
The way that the Shopify Rebellion team plays has been the kryptonite.
But you have like an
of
Aruni,
Canadian
you
throughout
have
much of his history as an IGL.
a Tubarão, you have something that you could like with an ACOG, a Goyo.
Very small map that is incredibly aggressive.
Even though there really hasn't been
Defenders
many
acting
bomb
like
plants in this
attackers,
game.
Able to take engagements really early, as we said in the previous round. Action can break out at a moment's notice. So
Someone's got to be on this window.
Full advantage of that. They did.
You
on
can't
the
let them
previous
swing.
round,
Swing
and
this
they
for
did it
free.
with yet another opening pick. 6 of the
Wait,
7
how did
rounds
Spirits get shot
have
already?
been won or have been rather
Was
have
it
been
the smoke?
played
I
by
don't
100
think
Thieves
so.
getting these opening picks, and while they haven't
Yo,
won
Gomez
all
about
of
to
them, the
one tap his
conversion
teammate
rate
in the
is
back of the head.
significantly better, Jesse, as we go on than what we expected and what we saw at the start. So kudos
Always like to
100
see Nomad
Thieves
being
for
played.
fixing a lot of these mistakes midway through the map.
Many positions have stayed the same despite the change.
Where
in
is
the bomb
Gomez
play for
going?
Shopify Rebellion. You've still
Is
got
he gonna
Canadian playing
go
top at
the
East
opposite
Stairs.
of
Spears
East?
took a
Like, he's
ton
gonna go
of
west
damage
side up
walking into a
downstairs?
thorn trap earlier on in this round. Now the Toxic Babes have
Oh,
put
he
a
walked
little
into a
pause
thorn
into
trap.
him.
That's what it was.
The drones have been really good. They had a little bit of vision in towards Spoit, just playing aggressively around break room and around security. So
I
the
do
drones
like the
continue to
pocket
find him out, but they need to
utility,
capitalize on
just
this
so you
to try
could,
to get
if
themselves
you're
in on
retaking a
pick.
site, you have something to at
Spoit
least
previously
help
was able to
hold
shoot those
you.
Thelmas off, but now we'll be playing a little bit more passive as the pressure is starting to heat up.
Oh, he kept
So
2
he is
Ella
having a
mines.
really tough time on the Blackbeard.
One's
There's
going to
so
the
much
window.
utility stopping him from entering the building.
Down goes Canadian.
No one in armory.
Really rough go
Oh
of it. No
my
shield to be had to
God.
deflect those bullets as 2 separate players from 100 Thieves.
100 Thieves might
strike
have this,
first.
man. They're playing this really well. They're making sure
Another round
nobody
for 100
goes
Thieves looking
down
very
in these
likely
early
here. Adam on the board
engagements.
now as he finds his second pick. Kaysen gone to Ambi, the Warden in the corner.
Oh
They
my God, how it
almost get him,
switches.
and now
Oh, it's
Ambi on the
1v2.
run. Spoit top of the team, king of this squad with kills. Ambi has an opportunity to surpass him now. 2 targets await Adam and Gomez. Adam breaking double
Obviously,
digits.
you can't answer his
Still
phone
very
call. You
much
have a
up there,
Deimos
watching
literally
that case,
blasting at you from
tracked by the
above.
logic bombs, watched by the death mark. Ambi now just working his way through this bomb site, flicking left and right. Both targets so far evading him. They're stacked up. 100 Thieves waiting for Ambi on the swing. He's taking strips out of them. Adam on the ground. Shotgun out for
Dude,
Ambi,
I honestly
but
thought he had
Gomez
that for a
wins the
second.
duel, and
I thought he had
100
that for a
Thieves has yet
second.
another round.
That's actually
That
nutty.
has got to be one of the most miserable 1v2s I have ever had to watch. Ambi fighting for his life as he's getting called by the Dokkaebi, tracked by the Deimos. So much time, defuse kit in hand, everything 100 Thieves needed to win that round. They really did have in their pocket. Tough go of it from Ambi.
5v3, is it going to be 7-3 the opposite way?
Really has to be about how you start winning some of these entries, Parker. We have talked about it all game long, but that is now 7 opening picks in a row. And it's not like they're getting an opening pick and it's immediately getting traded and the numbers are going back to even. Shopify Rebellion are bleeding players early round after early round after early round. And as soon as 100 Thieves get that lead, this is not the 100 Thieves that we saw a week ago. They're actually closing these rounds out. So something has to change here for Shopify Rebellion. Head coach Super will have a talk with the team now to try to get things back on track. Definitely feels like just the aggression that's coming through with Spirits on this Blackbeard, with both Kaysen and Adam really finding some big frags in the midst of this. It's been tough to crack. It's been tough to stop this aggression from coming through. And it's like, maybe it's just a bit too solo, you know, on the side of the Rebellion. All of these players are going down to some really tough gunfights. The utility is better for the attackers for sure, but you have to at least be able to trade it. You might not win every fight, but you have to answer back.
Go, boys.
Obviously very motivating on the side of 100 Thieves, who have now found their groove and found their rhythm. The issues with Shopify Rebellion,
Dude, that's where my
are
legacy
ones that
skin
are,
is
frankly, a little
gas.
above my pay grade. This looks like a bit of a regression.
I do like
for
that.
this team. And again, the
Probably
kills
gonna
are still
cop.
coming for SR. It's just, it's a relatively feckless entry, whether it be on attack or defending. So you've got Spoit dropping.
Always
9
shoot those
kills
fire
at the end, and 9
canisters.
kills.
Always.
Typically, when you've got these guys having these
Unless you're
light
holding
games,
it
or, I mean, I
with a
guess for
thorn
Ambi,
so
it's
it
not
goes
quite the
off,
light
but
game
you
that
always
have
gotta
in Salt
shoot
Lake City,
those.
but when you've got these guys dropping numbers like this, really the supporting cast is
Yo,
not
you got
as
drone
important.
wall hacks on?
And
Like,
yet, here it is. You might
what the
have
hell
Spoit
was
and Ambi
that?
doing really, really well, but Ambi has been the first one to die on this team 3 times. Canadian.
Someone needs to
3
help Spoit
times.
and Ambi
That's
here.
just not going to get it done when they're walking in
Surfer
and
Rexon
immediately
needs
losing
to
a very
get
valuable member of this team.
some
Be it
type of
utility for
impactful kill.
Canadian, or as you said, one of the best entry fraggers in the world on Ambi.
It's really going to be a bold attempt here from
Who
Shopify
is the
Rebellion
best
too,
entry
Parker,
frag?
because
Is it
coming out of
Andy?
attack timeout, they are changing
Right now?
nothing about
Who
this
else-
top
who else
floor
would you put
defense
there? You could
here
probably
on
put like a
Bordeaux.
Shaiko,
They're
a
confident in
Doki.
their strategy. They're really feeling like the problems are just in the execution. All 5 operators repeating.
I don't really know. I don't really,
as
like,
their
look
second
at
attempt the top
roles
floor
too
defense
much.
will come through now.
'Cause
Under
you're all
Thieves, I
pros.
can't
You
exactly
have to
say
be
the
able to
same.
get
They've
some type of
dropped
kill.
The Blackbeard that Spears has been
I
playing
say that
so
as I
well.
watch
For the first
Canadian
time, we'll
go
see the
2 and
French
7.
Canadian jump on the glass.
The
This is
only
something
kill I
that
saw
they
him get was
banned out from
Doki
Thieves. They
SMG
chose to ban
12.
out the snake instead. What will Spirits be able to find? I thought maybe it'd be a rush, but so far.
Yo, I like that play.
I hate to be the guy who just repeats himself over and
Oh,
over again.
there you go,
but,
see?
well, it gives
That's
you
what you
golden
need, Surf.
opportunities.
That is
Surf
what
will
you
strike
need.
first. It's
You
only
get the
second
glass.
first blood
Perfect. Ambi
for
picks up the
SR,
Nomad.
both of them done by Surf.
There you go. That's what you
And
need
both
after
are on the
attack
Spirits.
timeout.
Kaysen
What
will
you
be the next
needed.
casualty on the side of the
Surf
Thieves.
gets
He's in the
impactful
ground.
kill on the
Kaysen
glass.
having a bit of a
The Grisma mine is still there to help
offensive game
Spoit
so
hold
far, but don't worry
security.
about Adam dropping 10 kills and hot and cold.
This
He's
Buck,
in a
where's
more
Buck
forward
going?
fragging spot, so
Kaysen
the
never can
IGL
pass
showing
for
that
it.
he can still keep
He has to
up.
get some type of
With that
customs
said,
control
the
to Buck
Rebellion can ride out the remainder
Spoit
of
out of
round in
this
great shape
power
unless all hell
position.
breaks loose, as it's a 5v3 with a little bit
Yo,
over a
shoot
minute to
it.
go,
Just
and
shoot
the
it. You're gonna hit your
defenders are in
drone.
great
Shoot it.
shape.
The Warden countering the glass. This should be enough for the Rebellion to close.
That's
out this
crazy.
game.
This guy's
Parker, here
slow
comes
walk
the
to
swing
shoot a
from Hot and
Grisma
Cold.
mine.
He needs to win this fight.
Yo,
but
he
they're not
doesn't
even giving
know.
him the opportunity.
He doesn't know.
With Spoit playing on the other side of things, very
Does he?
passive, just inside of this box, inside of security, trying to survive here rather than take these aggressive fights. They know they have the man advantage. There's a
They did
second
know.
for
They did
Surf.
know because
Gomez
Surf
and Adam
gets
now
another
working all
impactful
together
kill.
in a 2v5.
Just
Now
like he
it
needed
was
to.
dual Surf cooling him off. I mean, Adam and Gomez have their work
But
cut
you
out
do
for
have
them, right? You've
Dokkaebi.
got
2 people
skeleton
don't have
key
phones, so you can only
ammunition,
call
some
2 more
flashbangs,
people,
and you've got one
so
logic bomb
not
remaining. That's
super
not a lot of gadgetry for 100 Thieves to
beneficial.
use, but with the way that Adam has been fragging today,
Because like now, do you just
gadgetry
let
hasn't really
just
been
Ambi just
that
let his phone go?
important. You've already done some serious damage.
Okay.
Canadian and Spoit unable to hop on cams.
That's
It looks like
literally the
Ham's
counter,
now
it
in the
seems like,
exact
in
same
Pro League with
situation,
Dokkaebi.
so
They don't
only
ban it
Rexon
off
and
rip,
Surf
and
will
you
be
just
able to
eat
deal with
the
that,
phone
should that
calls,
be
so you
something
can't
that benefits them in these dying moments of the round. 100
you can't get cold again. Because it's not as impactful in Pro League because yes, people are on cameras to an extent, but you're all talking to each other. Wow, they actually might win this. Oh, never mind.
And Rexon will find the final 2 kills, keeping Shopify Rebellion
Thank you,
from
thank you.
staring down
Just
the
like I
barrel
said they
of the
needed. They
end of
needed
this
Surf
match.
and Rexon to get
nobody's
impactful
throwing rounds
kills.
away that they have no
Surf
business
gets the
losing,
2
partner.
entry
That's what we
kills,
wanted
or
to
2
see from
kills, I
these
should say, gets
teams, and
an
that's what
entry
we're
on
getting
Glass.
here in the latter
But then he
half
gets a
of
follow up
Border.
on Hot and
Nice
Cold
little
on the
play coming out
Capitao,
from
and then
Shopify
Rexon
Rebellion
clutches
there,
it up
and
on
you
the
can definitely
little
give some
2
credit
kills
over
at the
towards
end.
Super for calling that tack
And the
timeout
Dokkaebi
and
bug.
changing, frankly, nothing in terms of the strategy. That was identical to what we saw in round number 7, but they're a little bit more composed.
I
They're a
do
little
see
bit
them
more
tying
ready for
this
those
up,
swings when
but
they
I
come
do
through,
think this
and it
possibly
ends up
goes
working on the
into
side
an
of Rebellion.
overtime.
Now, you can't ignore the
There's the
idea that, of course,
Dokkaebi, the
that was a very
Warden's
different
band.
push coming from 100
Interesting.
Thieves as well.
So look
if
for
we
the
get back to that bomb
Glass.
site, round number 12 would be the next time
Are
that
they
gets
going
open.
for a rush
Be interested to
plant?
see how 100 Thieves choose to
No way in
approach that
Oryx.
site.
I want to see
Last push not working
Oryx.
out for them, and it's going to be a Dokkaebi ban as well that comes through.
Where's this
I don't
rush plant
dislike
going?
that ban. Dokkaebi's been very powerful
Where do they
operator,
go?
especially
Customs?
for Adam these last couple of
Yo,
rounds.
they
but I
actually
was
going
kind of
customs?
expecting the Blackbeard to
Yo,
be the
let's
focal point,
go.
as Spirits has
I
done
love
so
watching
well
this
with it
bomb
so
site
far.
be held. It is.
Not to be, though.
I love this.
I mean, Spirit's
Absolutely
is a
love
utility guy,
this.
right? If you're putting somebody in the hands of Glass, or you're putting Glass in the hands of somebody, other way around.
Absolutely
You're
love
typically
this.
going to want to be fragging. We saw
Where
it
are they
first
going to
and
push
foremost
from?
with
If they're
Spoit
going
all
to try to
the
do a
way
rush
back, in
plant
round
with
number 4,
Glass,
where
they could
he
either take
held off
a
the
customs
hordes as Canadian
double
pulled off a
or go
successful
through
plant down in the
passport.
bathroom teller's bomb
Oh
site.
no, they're all
Prior to
switching.
round 9 concluded,
2
that was
shields
the last
blitz.
round that the Rebellion had won. It was quite a streak for 100 Thieves, taking 4
I
in a
don't
row
really
to
know
vault
how I
themselves
like this.
into
Oh,
the
never
lead.
mind.
They
I
still do hold that lead. Though the gap could
all
close
6
at any
picking with
moment,
literally
Rebellion
shot
in this
clock
round
cheese
will
out
go
here.
all 12 of
Still the
regulation.
Sens,
It'll be our
though.
most competitive match of the day, and I mean, if you look at the
They're definitely going to try to
schedule,
sense play in
shouldn't
a
really
possible
surprise you that
corner.
games 1 and 2
I don't know
were
where
not
they're going to try to
exactly,
take from, though.
world-beating games that went the full distance. For those that are wondering, yeah,
No,
we're
this
still
guy has
looking
no
at
gun
matches
skin on
today.
his
Once
on
this
his
concludes, up next, M8,
on the
who
C8.
are technically
Right?
undefeated,
Is
though
this
one of
C8?
those victories came in overtime. Will go up against the Insurgent.
What is the Bucks
Cloud9,
gun?
team doing
What
just
is
better
what
than
is
I think a lot of people
the
expected,
official
and we'll
name for
close up
that?
the day with the undefeated major champions of DZ, a perfect 3-0 in regulation. Up against Wild Card. That will be a terrific game, at least on paper. We'll see if it materializes in the server.
Easy wild card's gonna be a good
Shopify
game.
Rebellion
I
going
agree.
customs and supply, Parker.
Baby
And for most
Shark,
teams, I would
do
say
do
that
to
this
do
is
to do
a
versus
bit of a
NJR.
pivot, trying to catch your opponent
And
off
Newers
guard.
and all
This
that?
is something that Rebellion have done consistently since kickoff. They
So they're
played
giving
it
a
against
break.
M80 and were successful. They played it against
So they
4
have somebody
AM
holding
back during
like the
Salt Lake
top
Major
east side.
and
I
were
guess you
successful. They
you
even
definitely
ran
need
this
somebody to
exact
like
strategy against Cloud9
contest.
last week and
Split on
were
the Solace is
successful. So 100
interesting.
Thieves need to be ready for this defense.
I
They
want to
should be
see Surf just
expecting what this
absolutely
defense
just
looks like.
mollywop
Rebellion
somebody.
have played this many times already, and it's a strategy that they have not really changed.
Very
or
off-site
iterated
hold,
on much
interesting.
over the last couple of months. So I want to see 100 Thieves with a good attack here.
Oh, the Oryx.
They will
Oh!
surrender that first blood
Ah,
to
they got the
Surf yet
trade.
again,
He got
immediately
Kaysen,
traded
though,
off by
on the
Spirits,
Nomad, which
going
is
deep strike
huge.
first, but there's
Hot,
nothing really gained from it.
cold.
Hot and
Oh,
cold
trading.
immediately
Just
getting
trades
advantage
coming
on
out.
Thieves. Canadians
Yeah, you
have
gotta help
like
him here,
and frag
Canadian.
too.
Oh, we.
3 kills for Canadians. Now he runs
Oh my
to
God,
the
Canadians go
Canadians
nuclear.
care of Spirits.
Canadians go
Canadian on
nuclear.
Canadian crime in the
He's just
server.
free running out
100
here.
Thieves are about to lose their lead
1v3,
just
it's about to be
unless Adam can
5-5.
pull off a miracle.
I
And
definitely
don't know about
see
you, but
an OT.
I don't know how religious
Because
some
100
of
Thieves
their
still have a.
fans
No, they don't have a
are.
attack
It's him in
timeout.
a
They called it on their defense
1v3.
as well.
Spoit and Ambi still upright too. If it was the also Rans on SR, maybe winnable. But I think Adam might
This is
have his
crazy
hands
because all
a
they
little
need
bit
is
too full.
1 round to take it
You
a
can really
game
drag
point
this
where they
out there,
get
Jesse.
defense
Still a minute to go.
in OT.
Yeah, that's the thing. Lots of time on the clock, and Ambi is alone here top floor, so there's the potential to isolate fights. Defuser easily picked
Yes,
up
he's.
by Adam once again.
Is he
So
gonna?
here's the
I don't think
1v1
he's gonna
versus Ambi. If he wins this,
look
man,
here.
it's not impossible.
Oh, he is. He is. Oh, he.
He's given his position away.
Oh,
tucked
he's
one
just
in the
running
corner.
away.
Now Ambi will go for the run. It's a nice play to suggest that he might go through the soft wall.
Oh
He does
my
take care of
God.
Ambi, but that's 15 seconds off of the clock. Adam will now need to reset.
30 seconds. Not getting a bomb plant.
Down, probably low priority. He needs to find
There's 2 people last on site. It's gonna take him like about
Drops
7
down,
seconds
in a
to
good
get over
position.
there. Yeah.
Finally make it towards the bomb site.
Yeah,
It's
making a
customers
bunch
for
of sound.
spots,
He
not
just
even
got the
workshop.
call out
He's
where
got
he
a long
is.
ways to go.
Yeah, 10 seconds left. You're not. You have to go for
He sees
frags.
it.
You gotta walk
Under
through this
10
barb.
seconds, watched by a bulletproof camera. I appreciate what he's
Oh
trying
my
to
God,
do
Spoit,
here,
what are you
but
doing?
It's really quite a hopeless endeavor. And there's the soulless from above. Spoit sees him. Target acquired. Target handled.
I've actually never seen a sensing on a soulless tracker. That's actually crazy. But that's what you have to do to. You don't have the warning. You gotta use that.
5-5.
Nice. That's a strategy that Shopify Rebellion have
See through
shown
the smoke.
before, and it absolutely is. But Parker, the way they play it is so annoying to play against. They're moving their feet like they're all 18-year-olds running around out there. I mean, Canadian is 30 next week, for God's sake.
This is
but he's
scary.
still
Knicks fans
running
are
around the map,
having to wait 30
huge
minutes to get to
impact
the
as he
train
just
station.
rotates to help his teammates. It starts with this aggressive play.
I'm not claustrophobic, dude, but imagine being stuck in the subway tunnel.
Sure, he gets traded, but he opens the door for Canadian to make this rotation.
That looks
find
terrible.
angle in onto Spirits, get that early man advantage, then favoring the Rebellion in the 1v3. Had some hope for Adam, but not quite enough hope. We will go all 12, as you say, 5 and 5 apiece. Both of these teams feel cursed to always go the distance in their matchups. It seems no matter who they're playing against.
Shopify Rebellion fans.
I do want to
had a bit of a
see
reprieve
the standings
for
after this
some of
game.
Salt Lake City, but even most of their victories were really quite grueling.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought
matches.
Spoit was Frost for a
Long,
second.
drawn-out, harrowing could be the word that many
I was about to
use
shit my
describe
pants.
it. But whether you've cheered for him on Continuum or EG or SSG or Dark Zero or now the Rebellion, you know that Troy's teams do not usually dog walk their competition. It is typically a very competitive matchup, and that's why they've been involved in some of the best
they're
matches
chess
we've ever
games.
seen in this esport, win or lose. As somebody who's not a fan of Troy nor the Shopify Rebellion, I don't need to worry about my own heart rate, but I do feel for their
That
fans.
gun skin is so
100 Thieves
sick.
still very much in this, even though they have dropped.
I don't think you
most
can get it
recent
anymore,
rounds.
but it
And
is
as far as
so
really put
sick.
back-to-back
Or maybe you can
performances
actually.
up that
I don't know. It was
Arsenal
in
can be
the
proud of,
Delta
sort of
packs. I
cracking
think. I don't think
things
you can get
open,
that
taking
anymore.
care of those first bloods, and then SR maneuvering very effectively through the attacking forces to secure those victories.
Spears
I do
on the
wonder if 100 Thieves
mountain.
calls a
They
timeout
finally
should they
bring the
lose
mountain.
this
Let's see how
round
that
too.
goes.
The space here on top east is always so heavily contested, and it's always going to be Canadian playing the smoke in this position to try to lock it down. Again, this is the one
Gomez
map where
getting
you'll
the
see
kill on
Canadian get
Spoit. You
aggressive
just give
here,
up
playing on the
security
east
like
air
that.
spot, but it's actually Spoit
This
the first
whole
one to go
side of the
down.
map is free.
Was really racking up the frags in the
Is
first
nobody
half.
gonna try to
Parker was,
take
I think,
this?
like 9 and 3 or something at some point. Maybe not exactly, but falling to 10 and 7. He has been struggling the last couple of rounds to get himself on the board statistically.
I think he's only had 1 kill in the last 5 rounds, if my numbers are anything to go off of. So,
Yeah.
No one's
yeah.
taking security. He's still bottom east.
I mean,
Going back up the
Spoit has
stairs.
cooled off.
Who was that,
Ambi has
Malusi?
continued to be hot,
Yeah.
but nobody else has really
Rexon
been able to
in
pick up that pace. Surf's had
office?
some very high impact kills in the rounds that they've won, but beyond that, it hasn't really been as much.
Are
of a
they
team
trying to
effort
go
from the
for
Rebellion as you'd hope. I guess
A
it's
rush
okay,
plant?
100
Oh, they're going for it.
Adams
They're
has
going
some
for
real
it.
standout moments, and he's positioned to do so yet again. The Spirits is now walked in. Hot and Cold dies to Rexon. Spirits.
Oh my God,
completely
thank
gone.
God
Poor
Canadian
coverage
had
from
that.
Adam. He's just not able to see Rexon tucked into the corner. And Canadians gas
Really battle of,
canisters
like, the rush
also
plants.
did serious damage here. So 100 Thieves have dropped that defuse kit in the Viper's nest. Somebody, anybody on this team will have to fetch it, or kills will be the name of the game.
They're going
Very
for
doable
kills. There's
given
no
it's a
way
3v3
you're
for both
expecting
sides.
somebody to jump in this
So
window.
tough though with the defuse get already surrendered
And try to
inside
plant the
window.
bomb.
You have to either make
Absolutely
a call,
not
do you
happening.
jump in, try to recover, and then go for a different approach, or do you just try to hope that your 2 players up top can take some space? There is Surf still up here as well, playing around
this
armory.
Nomad.
He's just dropped the hatch now, as we see on the outlines.
Never mind. I was gonna say they don't have to
Top
get
floor conceded,
the
but
roamer
30
still.
seconds, and it's very obvious where this push is going to come in from 100 Thieves.
Somebody's going to look for the vault in. ROU projectors still 2 in pocket for Adam as they do some serious damage to him.
We dropped bathroom. Oh my God.
Taking matters into his own hands. He and Adam find an opening, and now Surf
No
is called to
way.
action.
Adam is going nuclear this game.
Deputized to defend this bomb site, and Gomez will catch him on the cross. 100 Thieves moves
Match
to match
point.
Incredible recovery on the attack there, Parker. Plan A
Yikes.
completely falls to shambles. I thought this was going to be a complete opposite
Yikes.
look from what we saw back in round number 4 when Shopify Rebellion went for the tellers, hop in, get the plant down. Really nice play with the EMPs and the shield plants. They try it as well on 100 Thieves, but it's not so successful. The Toxic Babes choke out Spirits. Rexing gets a couple of big kills, and it looks like it's a disaster, but somehow in the 3v3, they're managing to stay composed. This is that early
impact
death of
grenade was
Spirits that should have
crazy.
doomed them, but instead they're able to rally back. Kaysen takes matters into his own hands, dropping in through the bathroom hatch. A miraculous play.
I guess the rush plant worked. I guess.
Oh, and they're fired up as they hit match point.
Damn, he's still using that G Pro.
This
It's an old one.
team, this organization has yet to win in regulation. They have an overtime victory. That is the best that they've been able
I think this
to
game goes
muster.
OT. There's no way.
They took out Wild Card 8-7 in one of the most bizarre.
See, this
and
is what I like.
frankly
You have
frustrating
2
ends to a game
shotguns.
that we have seen all the way back
3
in
regular
KD
guns.
number 1.
That's what you
Beyond
need.
that, this team, this
You
organization,
can't have too many
with all
shotguns
of the
here.
pressure on their shoulders. They've been kicking the tires at coming into Siege for quite some time.
Boy has been struggling ever since he got on defense.
They made some moves. M80 dropped.
He has been
on,
not
100 Thieves was the
impactful whatsoever.
beneficiary of that, and they won the
I shit on
Kaysen
Rexon and
sweepstakes,
Surf, and they
and now
said
they're a single round away from doing something
Ambi
Blizzard
hasn't been super
has not been
impactful
able to do
since he's been on
across 8
defense.
games so far. So, will 100 Thieves end up with all 3 points blanking the Rebellion, or will overtime await us? 2 minutes and 30 seconds will ultimately
I don't see it. I can't see this
game.
game winning here. I feel
SR
like it has to go to
now
OT. There's
do
no
or
way.
die. They go to
But
the
as a-
top
as a
four
fan, I
defense.
wanted
They
to
were
go to OT.
successful here in round number 9, and at that moment I asked the question, are we going to see 100 Thieves pivot back towards the shield take? The East Stairs push that was working so well for them. They pivoted away from the glass. It's not the same chaotic strategy they were going for previously, but it's not
Rush
identical
Plant
to their
V2?
first push either. They're
Not
bringing new
Demontaine.
ideas round after round,
But
keeping
they have the
Rebellion
Grim,
on
they
their
have a
toes
Buck
how
for
they wanna approach
below,
the site. This time they're
and a
really sending players
Capital?
up outside the building, going for peaks.
Dude,
and they'll get
Adam.
15 frags now for Adam as he finds the head of Rexton for potentially the final time this game.
Conversion rates could come back to haunt this 100
The
Thieves
entry
team,
feels
but they
so
have been
early.
banging on all
2
cylinders. They've
minutes left to
only
play.
failed to convert that
Spirits
man
is literally
advantage
just chilling
twice.
over here.
That's much better than what we've seen from them historically. They've been pulverizing the Shopify Rebellion team on
They
opening
bait the
duels
Thorn,
as well.
which
This
is
round is no
good.
different. And as you can see, Jesse, they suffered.
They're waiting for a call
nothing
from
for
somebody
it.
here.
Everybody's still on full HP. I guess the only real good thing here is that Rexton has not been as much of a difference maker as they
Oh, Ambi,
hoped.
what a perfect
So,
drop
I mean,
to
if
get
you're
that
SR,
kill.
You've still got some offensive threats. One of whom is Ambi, and he takes
Are they
care of
trying to
both.
play an
It's just
Archives,
under half
though?
the round to go, and
Where is Hot and
4v4
Cold?
stat line.
Bit of a pivot here. They're going off the side.
Oh,
Parker, and it's not working.
it's
out for
OT,
them.
it's
Andy
OT.
takes down Spirits
No
in the blitz.
way.
Another one for Adam equalizes us again at 3, but we're not done.
Canadian
hits
with the
deck and finds
drop
Kaysen,
shot.
Hot and Cold and Adam now the last 2 alive. Adam inside of Archives, Hot and outside the building. What a shot. They're
Dude, this
still
is
in this.
still... Adam is going
Adams found all
off.
3, 17 kills, by the way, and ace within striking distance. As Houghton will now come up for the assist over towards the B bomb site. Anticipating somebody from SR might be there. Adam still has this cross.
Oh, they won.
Takes care of
Oh,
Canadian.
no.
Quad kills all he'll get. No ace. Hot and Cold will win it through the smoke. Ambi dies. 100 Thieves.
My prediction
wins
just got
it
shit
in a
on.
12-round spectacle, and they have their first regulation win in NAL history.
Wow.
They couldn't do it versus Wildcard.
Wow.
They couldn't do it versus M80. They couldn't even do it versus Cloud9. But the Shopify Rebellion, they're the one team who fall in regulation. What a game from 100.
If I'm 100 Thieves, you walk away with this huge. You struggled in the first play days last week. Not doing the performance that you wanted to. I still think Kaysen's still struggling here. Adam went absolutely nuclear. Hot and Cold still performing as he always does. Gomez did okay. Kaysen did okay. I would like to see him do better as he is on typically that entry frag roll, at least on attack. But you win against Shopify Rebellion, who was just second place in Salt Lake City Major. So you walk away happy. I'm going to do the Dark Zero wildcard game. So stay tuned for that, guys.